So for today's activity, friends, what you guys are going to do is you're going to find an object in your house where you can measure the area of it. So you can find a book, maybe you want to just find a piece of paper, maybe you have a smaller notebook, maybe you want to measure one of mom and dad's books, something smaller, maybe you want to measure the top of a table, anything that is flat and that has an area you can measure. So you choose your object. I chose one of my favorite books. There's a bird on your head. So I'm gonna use this to measure, or I'm gonna measure the area of this, sorry. What I'm going to use to measure is up to me. What I have to remember though is I have to use the same object. So I have lots and lots of clothespins at my house that I can use. I also have lots of sticky notes that I can use. I have lots of popsicle sticks that I can use. I have so many different objects, and it doesn't matter what you choose, but whatever object you do choose, you have to use the same one. I can't start measuring with clothespins and then change to popsicle sticks. I have to use the same unit of measurement for the whole book to find the area. So I think what we'll use to start is our clothespins. Okay, so I'm gonna guess. And when I make an estimate or a guess talking about the area, I like to hold up my object to what I'm measuring. Because if I can see what one of them looks like, it helps me imagine what all of them will look like lined up. So when I think of that, I think, maybe I could fit 10, maybe 20, maybe 30. So Miss Hamilton thinks that I can fit 30 clothespins on my book. Now I want you to make your estimate. How many of your objects do you think are going to cover the area of your book? If you have a piece of paper, write your estimate down so that you don't forget. So Miss Hamilton's gonna write down her estimate on her little handy dandy whiteboard so I don't forget. And I think it's going to be 30 clothes pins. Okay, should we measure? All right. 1, 2, and I'm making sure that they're all lined up, that they're not crooked, that they're not overlapping. I'm making sure that there's no big gaps. I think this might take a long time, friends. Why don't we fast forward this part really fast and I'll catch you at the end of the video. Okay, friends, so I filled my whole book up with clothespins, and wow, it is a lot of clothespins. Now you might notice on the bottom, I put these ones a different way, and that's because if I put them this way, they would be a big overlap. And we don't want to overlap when we're filling in an area. So I turn them on the side to fill in the entire area. So I did my best. You might see that there's some gaps in between, but that's just because of the shape of the clothespins. So let's count together and we'll see if my estimate, which was 30 clothespins, is close to the actual amount of clothespins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So my estimate was 30 clothespins and my actual amount was 36. So I was pretty close. I'm pretty proud of myself, friends. Now, once you're done filling the entire book with one unit of measurement, you're gonna find a different unit of measurement. So it was 30 clothespins. Now we can see how many popsicle sticks it's going to be, or how many sticky notes it's gonna be. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing where I'm gonna hold one of them up, see what one looks like, and then I'm gonna make my estimate for how many I think will cover the entire area. And once you do this again, friends, you're gonna fill it all in, and then you're gonna write down your answers on your paper, or you're gonna show mom and dad, and you can keep going. There's so many different things that we can use to measure. Maybe you have a lot of markers at your house. Maybe you have Q-tips at your house. Maybe you wanna use crackers or goldfish. I'm so excited to see all your unique ways of measurement, friends, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Happy learning!